Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Pop. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So today I want to cover a little bit about this AMA that I heard. So I covered the AMA, but now good old Gaslighting Ray from Bartown Conglomerate put out this video about the future drip and this lending options, futures, gaming, wealth, and storage. And again, I want a disclaimer on the surface. If you have not been around the entire time, this does sound legit, sounds bullish, sounds amazing, right? And sounds like, you know, drip's gonna take off to the moon, just like the same narrative we were digesting when Forex made that AMA about drip could be $3,000, $5,000 based off of other similar market caps, right? So you have to understand the context behind this, and we always get just clips, and then you get Ray and his cheerleading and clapping and falling off the chair about how bullish things are, and then I want you to have the other side. So let's listen to this AMA, and then I want to show you something that we can go back and pick up the pieces on. So this is literally in the last like 1 hour of the AMA, but it's only 3 minutes. So bear with me, we'll listen to it and I'll give you context.
That we built for Black Cube and the other platforms, which I'll be starting development on next year. And it will be a partner, right? We will introduce it as one of our partners.
There we go.
It will have lending pool. It will have all of the utility, or all of the utility that is possible. Because,
it's possible, right?
Yeah, because drip, because of its tax system, cannot be utilized in V3. So
basically saying that drip will be a partner for Black Cube Finance. Where did we hear that narrative before? A partner. Oh, it was supposed to be a partner on Animal Farm, and then he removed it and made some changes to where it was not beneficial. However, as we'll listen to the rest of this, it was because of drip's tax system and drip's inflation that these things had to change. But let's just listen to the rest.
this is why it's not a part of Black Cube, because it can't be implemented in the V3 model. But that's only because of the mechanics of the V3 DEX model. But the lending model, options models, futures models, all of these do work with drip. And what prevented us from considering it in the past was the inflation rate. Now that that inflation rate is removed.
So lending, options, and borrowing, all that was prevented because of the inflation rate. That's very interesting, because I'm quite sure that Forex told us multiple times that borrow and lending was coming. Now, I wanted to verify this, so I had to go back and look for the AMA notes. Now, ironically, I don't think she did this on purpose, but this is interesting that, you know, all the community is kind of cleaning up the history. So if you come over to the interviews, normally you would click here, and shouts out to, I think this one's Irene, and she has the notes, but now it only goes back to 2023. And I even went through the telegrams to try to find the old notes. They're not there. So all of the old links, so I think this link was the notes with 2022 in it, and then she just overwrote it now and it's only 2023. That sucks, because there was a lot of great information. However, lucky for you guys, I had a copy of all of 2022 all the way up until November. So I didn't get the end of November, December. But what I did is just do a simple search for lending. So there's 122 times this comes up right here. Let's go all the way back. We're in 21 March of 2022. Drip lending and insurance protocol coming. Let's go to number 2. Oh, nope, we want to go backwards. Sorry. I'm not going to go through all these. I'm not going to do that to you. But here we are, 16 April, creating a lending protocol on top of drip. It will have a stable coin. That was in April of 2022. Then lending, currently working on the lending protocol for drip that is unlike anything else in DeFi. Not only provide a use case for drip that will make it the most important network in all of DeFi, but also allows people in the drip network to directly support and fund other people in the network and be able to earn interest. Peer-to-peer lending protocol, Killer DApp. The peer-to-peer lending protocol is something Forex is passionate about. There's another one that says it's supposed to be released by the end of the year. So clearly, based off of what we just heard, he couldn't do this because of the inflation rate. However, for over a year, he told us about this. Peer-to-peer lending will be done by the end of the year, maybe sooner. This is 2022. We are now at the end of 2023. This is 18 months later, and we still don't have it. And in this latest AMA, again, he's telling us he couldn't do it because, of course, the inflation rate. but yet he sold us this. And this is why I keep bringing back to this, because I was, much like many of the other people watching my channel, knee deep in the Kool-Aid. So we're hearing of these things coming out, these roadmaps, all this development. He constantly talks this big game and all this hype. So then we double down on our positions, we dollar cost average, we put in more because it sounds like these things are coming. But then all of a sudden it shifts. And this is why gaslighting is so catastrophic in like psychological warfare, because if you don't have the evidence, because either A, someone deleted it, or B, there's so much talk you just kind of forget, then you're left wondering, like, did I really hear that incorrectly? Like, is that really true? I guess not, because everything I'm looking at now, the truth, it's like history literally is being rewritten. It's like taking books and everything and then just like burning all the old ones and writing a new narrative, and then everybody just circulates that. That's the literal propaganda of the animal farm. That's exactly what the pigs did to all the animals that couldn't read. Reading in the animal farm is very similar to DYOR in crypto. If you can't read the blockchain and you can't read a little bit about Solidity or find people that can, well, then you're just like the animals on the animal farm. You're gonna go read that wall and be like, hey, those words look funny. Wasn't there different words there? And it's like, nope, 2 legs, 4 legs bad, 2 legs good. And it used to be 4 legs bad, or 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. You know, read your animal farm history. That's my point. So we're getting gaslighting again. Forex talking about the reason he couldn't put this in a drip, but clearly you can just do a search for lending. You can do a search for borrow. Let's do that real quick, just so you can see how many times that's up in here. And oh, borrow doesn't show up. Futures. Let's see. Well, apparently borrow and options or futures wasn't discussed. But anyway, definitely lending. So lending came 122 times. So it was clearly discussed all throughout last year, 2022. That's my point. So let's go to the rest of this AMA.
Now, what we have is a deflationary asset that is essentially a, I would say, low velocity store of wealth. And what I mean by that is it's deflationary because of its large tax and large burn, and its low velocity because of its high tax, making it a token that is better served as a store of value than a money or something that you would use to as a trading vehicle, or a vehicle to transact capital around, right? Because of its high tax, it's low velocity. So something like that with a strong community and with no inflation, deflationary, for that matter, and a roadmap of utility, the sky's the limit with it. And I would say first and foremost, it needs to find its legs with the new system, and that's fine because we have things to build, which will.
Yeah, we'll end it there. So the whole point of this is just to be careful, because if you just listen to this, borrow and lending, yes, that's a great idea. Options, futures, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not knocking that at all. The point is that you need to be aware of is that this is the same narrative we've been digesting now for 2 years. So will it come? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But if you continue to listen to his roadmap and all these things that are coming, you will end up getting wrecked. So like I said, don't listen to what he says, watch what he does, and then play accordingly. So right now there's a big gamble. You could be buying a bunch of drip at 1.5 cents and it could pump. But like I said, I believe what's going to happen is we will see basically some volatility. So it's not going to just shoot off to $50, $10, $5, even $1. So even if you're not buying now, you will get the opportunity when there's an actual floor, because the buy the rumors, sell the news, the crypto bull run, all this stuff will slowly pull drip out of the trenches. And if Forex delivers, that too will slowly pull drip out of the trenches, meaning it will go from 1 cent to 10 cents. And then a lot of people will sell because they will think, this is it. And then other people will be buying in, and then it'll pump from 10 to 25 and it'll sell back off. Like, you will have opportunities. And if you're like me, you got in around $130 and DCA'd all the way down to 10 and 5. So buying anything below 5 is still a great opportunity. So it doesn't matter if you miss the floor. Do not try to catch a falling knife, and do not digest the narrative that Ray and Forex are sending you without doing your own research. And again, they're deleting videos. CK deleted videos. Ray deleted his videos. Now you can't even find the old 2022 AMAs. It's very, very, I don't even know what the word would be. Just disappointing, hard to track. It's crazy, kind of scary to think that all this is basically a way to, in my opinion, just bring new people in without them knowing about the history of it, erasing the charts and all this stuff, which is why I'm not removing anything from my channel, which is why I'm not covering anything else, because I have a feeling that history, you know, it rhymes, may not repeat, but it will rhyme. And there may still be some legs in the community and stuff like that. And Forex may still pull some rabbits out of his hat, but it will be the old tricks. So that means that people like Ray will benefit the most and others will get wrecked following directly behind whatever Forex tells you to do. So if especially something that's like lock up your capital, we know how that plays out. So my job, to me at this stage, is to keep a foot on the neck of these charlatans, because nobody else is. They've all moved over to other shiny objects, and of course they want to make money. But I guess in the sake of me not making money, I'd less rather stop and save other people from losing money. One other thing I found, I thought this was interesting, I wanted to show you this. Forex, it seems, has always had quote unquote rogue actors and people trying to crash his project. So this is 12/21/2020, and it said, by the way, this dip was caused by an organized FUD campaign. Doesn't that sound familiar, that we've had this a lot? So this is in REAP. This was at the launch of REAP. A top holder who had been in since close to launch and was deep in profits came to the Telegram with clearly photoshopped DMs that have been proven false. They tried to cause panic, and at the same time they dumped their holdings. It was an attempt to cause panic and buy back in lower. I don't know any context on this, but we can look at other things that I have been around for, when the whole issue with the pigs and being minted, and the Bybit obfuscating funds, the wallets that he didn't know were his, or what, all sorts of stuff always comes up, and it's like organized FUD campaigns. And then he gives an answer that sounds plausible, like none of us know the left side, the right side, the truth is in the middle. But it's very interesting to me that this has always been there. So REAP was his first token, and it was right there. So that to me just gives you another light to look through, a lens to shine things on, that lets you know that this is not Forex's first rodeo, and either, yeah, people have always had it out for him for some odd reason, or there is truly just organized, or it's just something in his own making, so to speak. So we can't say if this is true or not, but we have seen the charts get dumped, but we don't know who's causing it or who's doing it. But very interesting, like this is before the BT beef. So I don't know. That's all I can say. It's very, very, very interesting that if you're making your first token, that you already have people that are against you and trying to FUD you when you haven't done anything in crypto yet. And supposedly prior to him launching REAP, he had all these positive track records and stuff that's in the Discord. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. DYOR, learn to read and not be one of the animals on the farm that will be slaughtered and or worked to death and turned into exit liquidity. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.